Hello again, everybody. Witch Doctor here, looking at the markets, and I'm looking at the intraday activity of the currency majors here. You can see that we're basically taking a look at the main the majors that we look at. And as you all know, we are looking at the dollar index futures here on the left, talking about 2-day activity. This is an hourly chart. You can see here dollar index futures hourly chart. This is yesterday's high right here. And you have yesterday's low down here at 81.24, so that's what the lines are. And you do have the close, which we do pay attention to in this particular situation. Dollar index futures gapping down last night, pushing up, trying to push up above yesterday's close, getting rejected, and then moving lower here ultimately today, putting a low at yesterday's low before bouncing and kind of rallying into the close. 81.60 was the closing price here, but ultimately here not able to move above yesterday's high, not able to move below yesterday's low, and so this is what we call an inside day. And that's what I've been kind of expecting here over the course of this week, considering we got Wednesday is FOMC, and so you'll be looking at that tomorrow. And we're going to be really cautious. But looking around the board here, you can see that the yen here also inside previous session, so choppy environment. And also you can see here the Swiss franc, even though it had a pretty decent move from 95.55 all the way down to 94.65, you can see that it's an inside day as well. Not able to go above yesterday's high, not able to go below yesterday's low. The Canadian dollar here had a pretty decent move, but not really doing much in terms of, you can see here 1.024, so that's about, what is that, something like 40 pips or something like that of a range, but did break down below yesterday's low, which is something we look for. And you can see here that it broke down below the previous low here, and then it used it as resistance right here. So that's what I look for. A breakdown of the level and then a retrace back up to it, using it as resistance, giving you a shorting opportunity, and then looking for a test of the low, maybe even breaking below that level. And that's pretty much the setup that I follow. Looking around over here, euro not able, same thing, inside day. Even though it was a pretty decent push higher, we did not break below yesterday's low, not above yesterday's high. So again, this is an inside day. And moving along here, the pound, pretty much you could say that was an inside day as well, because not able to maintain selling pressure below the lows, not able to maintain buying pressure above the highs, and but it did pretty much engulf yesterday's trading range, which is kind of interesting. So if you look at this on a daily chart, you're going to see that you have a low down here and a high up here, which is beyond the previous day's extremes, and so that might appear like an engulfing pattern. You can see here on the Australian dollar that it was the only market that was able to push outside of yesterday's extremes and continue in that direction. Similar to what we're looking here at the Canadian just broke down and then chopped sideways, whereas the Australian dollar broke above yesterday's high and then actually pushed further, some 30 pips, maybe even just as much as 50 pips higher. But again, what's interesting here is that the Australian dollar at the beginning of the session was up in the upper half of the previous session's range. You can see not even able to go down towards yesterday's low. Big gap here, and you can see that the bulls were basically in control, and they have been in control of this market over the past couple weeks. It's been a phenomenal run here in the Australian dollar ever since the low made I think at 95.85 or something, or the Australian dollar's low at 95.85. So again, looking for a little bit more activity tomorrow in terms of today and yesterday. You can see that things have been a little quiet because of the FOMC rate decision coming out tomorrow, so that'll probably bring in a little bit more activity. And be on alert here. I'm looking for to see what these currencies will do is see if they'll break out outside of the previous session's trading range. So that's all I got for this market wrap. Hope it helps. Good luck in trading. We'll see you at the next market wrap.